thanks for tuning back into another episode. My name is Lee, this is Reefer Explained. Today we'll be taking a quick look at a new unit that's been delivered to me by Reef Kinetics called the Reefbot Lab. The unit has been unboxed and I really wanted to demonstrate and show you what it looks like outside of the boxing, because the package came well packaged and in transit there was no issues. The unit itself is a black hexagon kind of plastic acrylic see-through with a metal kind of structure with a carousel in the middle which we'll go through. On the top you can see you've got all the mechanics, electrics, everything that runs it, with the dosing pumps for taking out the water from your tank and auto testing. This smart aquarium tester will test saltwater and freshwater. For saltwater it will be testing alkalinity, magnesium, calcium. They're the three main. We've got phosphates, ammonia, iodine, and I think that should be it. But if I've missed anything, apologies. Some of the test kits that this will use will be off the wall test kits, so ones that you can purchase from your local LFS store, which will be a Salifert, which I use regularly, Redsea, Elos, Geisman Aquatics, Tropic Marine, Foreign Marine, API and Columbia. So there is a few test kits that you can use if they're out of stock of the other ones. The unit has, we've covered the top. We're just going to cover the back part of it. I would say this is where your connections will be for tank water drawn in through tubing that will go on here, RODI water for the rinsing, and the waste obviously to go into a container or to the drain. Moving around to this area here, I've just pulled off one of the panels. There we go. Let's just pull this around. So we've got the power cable going in, which I've plugged in just to demonstrate. We've got the Ethernet connection here. We've got the blue light here indicating you can press this button and it hard resets, which we'll do just to show you. And then the light will change from the blue to the red. These panels will come off really easily. The carousel inside is moving the actuator around, and all of these panels can come off with real ease of use. Has 12 slots on the carousel band holding these little glass vials, and the glass vials are 20 mils with a magnetic stirrer in. You can label them up just by pulling off the label from the test kit you've selected. And inside the carousel, so you can just bring this round, and inside you've got the actuator here. This is where the magic happens. So this is a 3D printed part, I believe, with a 1mm syringe and a 10mm syringe that's drawing the fluid and the water to do these tests for you. Underneath you've got the needles connected, and there is an Allen key part here to get these out so you can put these syringes on. These will go round and obviously find the reagent that you've tested for, and then plunge into the top of these to pour the reagents. This part here is where the actual carousel moves round the inside of this column. You can see here underneath is the stirrer. So if I just spin this around to show you, so this part here, when it moves this round and will rotate and spin the reagent before it does the test, which is genius. Also, let me just bring off some more of these panels for you so you can see. When you first turn it on, you'll get the red bar. Obviously nothing's connected at this point apart from the power, but it basically means you'll need to go into the app and download the Reef Kinetics app via the App Store or Google Play Store. You will get a pamphlet, a leaflet and a booklet. The leaflet here is just showing you looked at the how to set up the unit, from unshipping to untaking the zip ties to secure the unit in place so that nothing was spinning around, and download the app. Really straightforward steps. And it's got a part up here about the liquids and the kind of putting in the syringes, and just to be really careful. The unit will come with a booklet as well, a manual, so you can obviously look into that a bit more. And the unit, once connecting to Bluetooth, will run this blue strobe light around the unit to show you that it's trying to locate. Here inside the 12 vials that go round, here at this point you'll have the clear one, which is for the RO rinsing, and the tube that goes out to the waste. And then you've got the eye here for the calibration of the liquids being put in. So this will detect the color change, and then it will detect the color sample from there for the test. That will be sent via your app, and that is all on the app to see. Make sure when you're trying to locate the device that you've selected the Bluetooth on the handset or device that you're using, and you'll have this code that will pop up the serial number just in case. We're just going to go into the app now, because we've talked about what test kits that this will perform, and we've also talked about the vials that come with it, the 20ml vials. What we haven't touched base on is if you want something larger, they do offer these 60ml vials with a magnetic stirrer that will fit into here as well, and that just allows you to have more reagent on hand at one point. The whole system is built really well, and I really like the design. The only issue I can foresee is that the unit is quite big, so fitting this underneath your stand may be an issue. So if you have a larger system or you have an all-in-one, then this will fit underneath the display. For me, because the sump and my other equipment is in there, it won't work for my Reefer 250. But you could have put this by the side of your display on the floor, in the corner, or in a fish room that's got a sump, and then that way you don't need to worry. So this can work for many people, but unfortunately for my space saving, it's just not something that I can use long term. I think for the purpose of this, I'll be testing, see how this runs, do an update on this and show you, and then it will probably be going to something a little bit more compact. But I think for what this offers, all-round testing, off-the-wall test, I think it's a winner in that respect. I'm going to go to the app now and just show you how to set that up, and we'll come right back. Up the app, and we're just logging in. I'm just going to grey out this area, but it's your login details here for your account once you've created one. You'll open up the app, and I've set some things up already on this device, but you'll just go to tanks on the top right, you'll add a tank name, the dimensions, the volume, if it's mixed or salt, and then once you've done that, it will show up here, which mine's here. So mine's the Redsea tank. It's all set up here, ready to go, and the device would be here that I've already got logged into. When you're doing this, if the device isn't there, the way it would work is you, for instance, if I just go into here, settings, delete, so you can delete the device in case you're having any issues. Now when you turn on this device, I think it has about a 10-minute time where it will so once you do this, you'll need to be pretty kind of quick about it. So if you wanted to say Redsea, we're setting up create tank, Redsea 250, done. Select the type of tank. It's going to be an aquarium. The width and dimensions is it's about 50, or around 55, 53 in that area. The volume is 250 litres roughly. It's a mixed reef salt, and we're doing mixed. At the bottom, create the tank. We've created the tank, and you'll need to obviously come out of the app at this point because it's not showing, but it is there. Devices, we're going to search, make sure your Bluetooth's on, Reefbot. Sorry, we just go back. With devices, we're going to Reefbot Lab at the bottom, and we start the search. The device has been found at the bottom, as you can see. We press it, that matches the serial number on the unit. You're going to log into your Wi-Fi connections, which I'm going to pause for this second. We're just logging in with the Wi-Fi details. I think this part usually takes around 45 seconds. And Wi-Fi has been saved successfully to the device. We've got the name of the unit, we've got the serial number of the units the same, and they're connected to my Wi-Fi. You can change the name if you like. So for instance, I'm just going to put Redsea 350, done, and save. And then you can add your chemical that you want to perform. So we've got alkalinity, salifate, we can select. We've got magnesium, which is going to be the salifate liquid, and then we've got calcium, which is above, and we've got API calcium. So they're the three at the moment I'm just going to be testing, and they are set up in these tubes. So for instance, when you're looking at the carousel, tube 1 is obviously selection 1 and so forth, and you'll put these tubes into those selections, save, and then assign the tank by pressing on your tank and assign it to there. And now we are set up. So we have the tank set up to the top, we have the unit set up, which is here, and the blue light is gone from solid blue to blue strobing now. Usually this will indicate that it's just trying to re-link up back up to the device, and where it says it's the name of the device, Redsea 250 red dot, that should be I believe it's blue or green to say that it's live and it's connected. So you just need to wait for that to go live on the unit, and it should be solid blue state again. But because I deleted everything and gone back in to show you this, that's why it's not showing at the moment. We're just going to come out of the app because we're done with this, and I will take you through some of the parameter sets testing on another period of time. I really hope you've enjoyed these videos so far, and me showing off the Reefbot Lab in all its glory. As I said, I will be using this, and I'll do a follow-up of testing one of the test reagents, how long it takes, doing a review and update on that, and kind of how accurate it will be, as it's using the salifate test kits that I've always been using, that I've tried against hammer checkers, for instance. I found them very reliable, and I think the key is consistency. So whatever test you're using, you're consistent with the same test. Sometimes you can use different tests and they might give you a different test out of that, but I think with something like this could be a game changer for some people, especially if you're busy working, you just don't have time to do all of these tests. You can just use the app, select the app, the time that you want them to test, they'll run through. As regards to the noise, I have heard this briefly go, and it sounds like a 3D printing machine. So if it's underneath the stand or in a tank room, you won't have a problem. You won't hear it, it won't be an issue. If it's outside the display, it is a bit noisy, but you're not going to have this testing when you're watching TV, in your lounge. I think you would use this and be testing when you're, out of the front room. So it could be early in the morning, or it could be just before you go to bed, because they take 45 minutes roughly for a test. So it's something to bear in mind, that the placement of this and the noise may be something that off-puts you. But personally, I think if you've got the space underneath the stand, you probably won't hear it just as much as your other dosing equipment that you've got, or your skimmer. So I hope, again, if you need any help on this, or you want some questions, please reach out. There is a code that I sent a year ago on this. I think it's still valid for $100 off this unit. So if you use from the description, use that code on the website, it will give you $100 off this, and it just helps out the channel as well. So it's completely up to you whether you're going to get one of these units or get something different. As I said, I'll run a testing situation on this soon and compare it against the Hannah checkers and probably some other tests that I do on a daily basis. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please like and subscribe if you like the content so far, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye.